Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for April 25th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair closed up, but just by a little bit. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 81.99, possibly as low as 80.77. Look for some resistance around 81.75 and look for some support around 80.75. Now the Euro-USD pair, this pair closed higher. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 132.93, possibly as low as 131.11. Look for some resistance around 132.50 and look for some support around 131.50. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair surged to the upside, closed higher. We are looking for it to continue moving higher, possibly up to 162.69, possibly down to 160.25. Look for some resistance around 6200 and look for some support around 160.75. Now the US Swiss, this pair closed to the downside. We are looking for it to head lower overall, though it's been moving somewhat sideways with a downward bias. Look for it on a reversal to go as high as 0.9164. Possibly as low as 0.9034. Look for some resistance around 0.9125 and look for some support around 0.9075. Now, as far as news analysis go, we have the German Consumer Price Index being released for April. Of course, that will affect the euro. That's at 8 a.m. Eastern. Consensus on that one is that it has moved just a hair lower from 2.1% down to 2.0%, which would be good news for the euro. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, today was a fairly light day as far as volume due to the FOMC announcement that was released. So, total, the overall range today was about 65. So, fairly light day for the euro. If you notice, we have, let me back out. If you look a little bit long term, we have some trend lines you can draw. If you take this pivot high here, you can run it right across there. And if you take another trend line and start it right here, tag this low. If you tag these lows, it's a lot closer to price, and you can see that it hit several times. The fact that this bar closed above it and has a tail that dropped through it would probably tend to draw the trend line like this, encompassing several lows there for support. Now we do have, let me zoom back in. Basically, we're consolidating down. The euro's consolidating down. The pound, US dollar, which usually tracks together, definitely positively correlated, has been moving higher. So I would be real surprised if we don't get some movement up during this next session. Now, I wouldn't go into the market until we get a break of one of these trend lines, either to the upside or the downside. But nonetheless, keep an eye on this because we could very well get a break. Be about 78 pips, which is not unheard of for this pair to go, twice that much. Looking for a buy. That's right at the 132.95 mark. I'd probably wait until it broke the 133.02 just to make sure it gets through that 0.0 level before I'd look. Need a close above this, really, is what you want to look for. To the downside, look for a close below the 0.3094 mark. Very good place to enter. Potentially going down, hitting this previous area, matches up here fairly well, around the 95 to 100 mark, pips to the downside. Well, I hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.